I was watching this video before we get into the other spiel of stuff, and I know what the title of this video is here, but that's not what this video, the little clip, is about. If you'll look to the guy with the green shirt on, that's Jim Davis, the trucker. Trucker Jim. I wonder what in the world is he doing in that mess. Let me know what you think. Alright, hope y'all enjoy this video. Good morning and welcome to the Buttermilk channel. As you see, we're talking about mileage pay versus revenue. Now, I had made another video, but it sounded a little bit confusing how I explained it. Mileage pay is when you get paid a certain amount of dollars or cents per mile. Revenue is usually a lump sum. Some companies pay you percent per mile regardless of what the revenue is. So company A may pay $1.05 all miles loaded, unloaded, and give you 20 to 35 cent fuel surcharge. Maybe. Revenue, they normally all in for the same load will be a lump sum. Only thing about that, some of them you don't get paid deadhead miles when you're empty. Be aware of that. Not all of them, some of them. Revenue at some companies could be higher, where percent mile is lower, but sometimes they could be the same, because revenue might not be at $2 a mile right now. It might be at $1.35 all in, and a company is paying you $1.35. So be aware when you hear revenue versus cents per mile, because sometimes, like I said, the cents per mile is going to be the same thing for the mileage that the revenue is all in with fuel surcharge. So be aware about that when you're, because if you hear the word revenue, don't mean that it's going to be more money at the end of your trip. So do your homework on these companies that pay you cent per mile and versus the revenue. Some companies do pay a little better on revenue, should I say. But you still got to give them a cut of the revenue, and over here you still got to give them a cut of the miles you've made. So be aware of that. I know it's a little bit of confusion with a lot of people talking about these leases and everything. Number one thing is, if your lease is more than, if it's 1/3 more than the miles set on a, if you're running solo 2,500, if it is 1/3 higher, your fixed cost is 1/3, be aware. Truck payments could be $1,000. If you get paid $1 a mile, do the math. Then you got your insurance, sometimes bobtail, maintenance, tags, fees to the company for $200 to $500, and sometimes those fixed costs could be $1,800 to $1,900 a week, just to keep that truck rolling. And just remember, be aware of these companies and these leases. Do your homework, but use that rule of thumb about when you're leasing on. If it's more than 1/3 be aware. Because on the average, you only gonna run for 2,000, 2,500 miles. Oh, my company gonna guarantee me 3,000. Listen to me. I've been out here a long time. So just do your homework on these companies. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me an email at buttermilk1972@gmail.com. And hope y'all enjoy this. And we'll talk to y'all later. And don't forget to call that RST line. I left the number at the beginning, left in that little clip there. Later.